Thanks, guys. The Colorado Buffaloes are now 6-0 for the first time since 2012-2013, something they've only done 11 times in their 115-year history. Jake, they just got off of the Paradise Jam tournament in Lynchburg, Virginia. What do you think of the team so far?
Hey, that tournament was a really good test for the Buffaloes. They started off the tournament a little bit cold in a tough game that McKinley Wright ended up winning on a buzzer beater. But the thing I liked about that game is it was their first time away from this gym, and they ended up fighting for it to the very end. And they've showed, even tonight against Air Force, that they have a really good tendency to close out games. And it's been freshman guard McKinley Wright that has done that consistently.
Yeah, McKinley Wright almost carried the Buffs to that championship at the Paradise Jam tournament. He won the MVP, of course, tonight. 19 points for the Buffs. He's been playing well.
Yeah, and it's funny because McKinley really didn't have a great game. He had some troubles turning over the balls. He was playing a little bit maybe too wildly the first time we've seen him make freshman mistakes. But he got shooters open, and that was a testament in George King's game, who had 25, again, 2 straight games of 25 points for George King. He had a career high in rebounds tonight at 15 as well. And this is maybe the best sign for the Buffaloes. Not the freshman guard, McKinley Wright, but George King stepping up to be the guy for the Buffs. And this is a guy that I've talked to NBA scouts about. If he can just put it all together, could go to the league. And you're seeing that right now in the way he's put it together the last few games.
Yeah, George King dominated offensively today, and he played well at the Paradise Jam tournament also. 25 points today, 25 points in their last game. He's been the guy offensively for the Buffs, aside from McKinley Wright.
Yeah, and Tad Boyle had some really nice things to say about George after the game.
He was a beast tonight. He was an absolute beast on the boards. He let the game come to him. The best thing about his 25 points is they came on 13 shots.
It home. This is some awesome basketball by the Colorado Buffaloes.
The Buffs 6-0, as we mentioned earlier, but they haven't really had a challenge yet. They haven't played a Power 5 team or gone to another team's court to play. They'll do that this week as they head to CSU, their in-state rival. George King said that's not an easy task.
Basically, it's going to be, we're going to have to elevate our game because they're going to be ready for us. Obviously, they're going to be at home, and we have to go into their environment and play at a high level. It's going to be a hostile environment. It's funny. I think we can watch film on them the last couple of games they've played, but they're not going to be the same team that we watch on film. They're going to be a better team, and that's something that we're not going to be able to scout. But what we can do this week is really, practice hard and prepare ourselves for a war, because that's what we're really going into it when we go to Fort Collins.
So yes, they've got Colorado State on Saturday. This is a team that beat the Buffs here on this floor last year, and you could say it's what really started the end to last season. It was never great after that loss to CSU. Guys were just dejected, and over the course of George King's 5 years here, the teams have split. Every team has won on the road. It's been a really interesting series between these two, and it's a tough game. And Vinay, what are your expectations for that?
Well, they've got to go to Colorado State, Fort Collins at 11 a.m. and play. Tad Boyle said that shouldn't be a problem for them. I'm looking for more production out of McKinley Wright, them to clean up those turnovers that you saw today, and I think they'll win.
Yeah, it'll be a tough game at CSU. We'll have the coverage for you at Buff Sports Live. But for now, back to you guys on the desk.